Hello, wrestling fans. Blake Smith from Walking the Ropes, and welcome to another episode of Walking the Ropes Wrestling Review for AEW Rampage from Houston, Texas. To open the show, we had the House of Black taking on Evil Uno, Ten, and Fuego del Sol. The House of Black have been called out to this match, and Evil Uno and his team look to show them just why they did this. Uno starts strong, and Brody is just too much to handle. He's quickly stopped, and the House of Black starts to wear down the effective leader of the Dark Order. It's not that he is the leader, it's just he basically has been since Brody has left us. Uno finally makes the tag, and Ten starts to roll, overpowering Malachi and hitting him with the hard shots. Fuego tags himself in once again, and if you remember, a few weeks ago, we had a similar version of this match, only I believe it was Stu, not Ten, that cost Fuego, and that same move cost Fuego and his team the match. Looks like it's going to do so again as Black takes control and tags in Buddy, who mocks Penta with the arm snap. And the House of Black starts to roll as they are dominating Fuego and making him eat his words. Fuego tries to fight back and does make the tag to 10, and after an impressive Spanish fly, he comes in and is in firm control, tossing bodies around the ring. He gets a near fall and goes for the full Nelson, but gets overpowered by Black, who locks in the knee bar that is braced on Ten. Uno fights to make the save and allows Ten to lay out Black and make the tag. Uno comes in and looks to finish it here, but Brody stops him dead, and the House of Black takes out 10, Fuego outside, and Brody hits the big lariat and the Gonzo bomb for the win. After the match, the Death Triangle appears on the ramp, and Pac and Phoenix leave, leaving just Penta on the ramp, who reveals a tombstone that reads, "The House of Black, Double or Nothing." I hope there's some kind of stipulation to this match. It's more than just a regular match, I hope. I don't think we're going to get a buried alive match in AEW, but whatever we do get, I'm looking forward to. For my WTR scale, I gave that a great. The Gun Club and the Acclaimed talk about what happened at Elevation and how Bowens is now hurt. Billy says this is the type of adversity that will make them strong. When Bowens is back, they will have a scissor party. I really don't understand that. I never understood when just the Acclaimed were doing it and the Gun Club doing it. I don't get it. My WTR scale, I gave that a meh. For the FTR, they come out and talk about the challenge from the Punky Vice, and they say that yes, because they want the AEW titles and the New Japan titles, and they think that this is the way to do it, because if they were to beat Roppongi, their respective team in New Japan, that would likely get them up in the ranks. They say if they want to fight on Wednesday, they have it. Right over to our scale, I gave that a great. Shawn Spears versus a Giant is next, and he's making his way to the ring not knowing who his opponent is, other than it's a Giant. We get sirens roaring through the arena, and it's Big Damo, the former Killian Dane. He makes his way to the ring, and Spears starts to run to try and keep the pace up, but Damo explodes back with just throwing himself at Spears. We're also reminded that MJF picked this opponent to show how good Spears is, and Damo tries for the Vader Bomb, but Spears moves and exposes the knee, smashes the big man, and hits the C4 for the win. Spears talks after the match and says that he's Wardlow's kryptonite, and he's not going to be in a cage with Wardlow. It will be Wardlow locked in a cage with the Giant Slayer, Shawn Spears. My WTR scale, I gave that a great. That was really, really funny. Or I shouldn't say funny, but what he's been doing has been awesome, doing these big matches against big men, and we know Wardlow's just going to dominate him, but Spears has been building this so well. The Undisputed Elite talk backstage, and Cole thanks Kyle for his help and congratulates him on winning and says that it will be them against each other in the finals. Kyle says that he hopes everyone is ready for the finger poke of doom again, and just kind of laughs it off. The Bucks then challenge the Hardys to a tag team match at Double or Nothing. For my WTR scale, I gave that a great. This was fantastic. Red Velvet versus Chris Statlander in the Owen Hart Women's Tournament quarterfinals is next. Chris Statlander takes the place of Hikaru Shida after not being cleared. And Red and Chris used to be friends and even a formidable tag team. But since Red joined the baddies, who are at ringside, she's had a serious mood change. And Statlander, though, too, is on another level. After reversing Chris, Red is awarded the Chris Jericho Sports Entertainer of the Week award, and Chris and Red go back and forth, with Statlander using her size to control most of the match. Red turns it around, targeting the knee of Chris, while Red distracts the ref. Kiera Hogan then attacks Chris and allows Red to keep control, wearing down the bigger, stronger Statlander. Chris, though, comes back by dropping Red on her head with a massive German suplex. Red, though, answers with the final slice, but Chris kicks out, and it's the shock of the commentary that kind of surprises me. They say nobody's kicked out of that move, or very few people have kicked out of that move. I feel like quite a few people have kicked out of that move, at the very least 5, but I can't really place who. Chris catches a big kick and goes for the Big Bang Theory, and Red rolls her up, and Chris then reverses it, and she gets the win. After the match, the baddies jump Chris, and Ruby, who was on commentary, comes down to make the save, but Jade overpowers her, and Anna Jay comes down to make the save and even the odds. My WTR scale, I gave that a great. We get a training montage of both Tony Nese and Hook helping their respective partners train, and hopefully have them ready for what should be an interesting match, to say the least. For my WTR scale, I gave that a good. I really did enjoy this. We get Scorpio Sky demanding the return of the TNT Championship. Sky and the Men of the Year are in the ring, and Ethan Page says that bad things happen when they get crossed. Sky says to bring the belt to him or he will bury him, just like SCU. Sammy's up on the stage, or up on the big TV, and says he won't do anything to the title, but his sledgehammer will. He asks for the match again, the intergender match, and is told no, so he smashes the title and then hands the hammer off to Frankie Kazarian and says he would have won if not for Ethan Page. Kaz smashes the title again, and Sammy grabs the TNT logo off the ground and says, "Be mad." My WTR scale, I gave that a great. Tony Storm and Britt Baker talk about their upcoming match, and Britt says is Tony going to be able to handle it? Tony tells her that she won't have all of her friends to help her, and if she thinks what happened to Jamie is bad, if anything happens during their match, she will knock out all of her teeth and become Britt's DMD. Right over here scale, I gave that a great. I really did enjoy that. I think that was funny. Mark Henry talks to the main event competitors and asks why Dante and Matt even asked for this match. They say that they want a big win and to top the tag division. Matt wants to show what it means to be a mentor to someone, and it's not beating someone up, it's about teaching them. And Brian says that he likes peace and love, but he also loves violence. Moxley says that they are more than pro wrestlers, they are teachers of violence. When you step in the ring with them, abandon all hope. I really love this team, I love it. Right to material scale, I gave that a great. Jade and her baddies talk to Anna Jay and says that at Double or Nothing for the TBS Championship, it will be Anna Jay versus Jade Cargill. My WTR scale, I gave that a great. I really want Jade to take, or Anna to take that title and Jade to lose. I just don't like Jade as the TBS champion, but I will say she has been growing on me as much as I still don't like her. We get our main event, Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson versus Dante Martin and Matt Sydal. Jericho has Jake Hager behind him now for this match. These two teams are very different. One loves the high-flying offense, and the other just wants to see you bleed. Regal and Jericho are drawing on commentary the whole time, and they waste no time smashing down their opponents and showing off just how great their style of wrestling is. Moxley takes out Sydal outside of the ring, and then in the ring, Bryan locks in a series of submissions as these two are working well together, tagging in and out, and just dominating Dante. Sydal finally gets the tag, and the pace picks up as he flies and starts to wear down Moxley, and Sydal goes flying again, and Moxley catches him this time and dumps him outside, where Bryan continues to wear him down after receiving the tag. Sydal can't get anything done here. They won't let him start up. Anytime he does, he's cut down with a big, hard shot. Sydal starts to go shot for shot with Moxley, and he ends up stunning him with an enziguri. And Dante gets the tag and keeps the pace going, soaring over the top rope to the outside, and then inside again Eventually, Moxley's able to lock in a sleeper outside on Seidel after a lot of back and forth, and Bryan slows Dante and with a double underhook suplex from the top rope. He keeps a hold and locks in the bell lock, and Dante fights the ropes, and the BCC goes for their double team, but are stopped, and it looked like they had it, but Bryan, or it looks like Matt and Dante might have had it, but Bryan makes the save, and Dante shows he's more than just a good high flyer. He has the heart of a warrior, and Moxley and Bryan smash them with the big boots and the elbows, and then Moxley hits the paradigm shift for the win. After the match, the JAS and Santana, Ortiz, and Kingston all come out for a big brawl on the ramp. We don't see it, but I assume this is where Bryan's leg gets trapped. I don't know if you've seen that clip. If you have, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, quickly, his leg kind of got trapped between the stage and or between the ramp and the ring, because they were one piece basically tonight. Don't know if anything's bad has happened. Haven't seen any reports. I've seen reports that it's potentially a work. We don't know. I hope he's okay, and I hope that in the future nothing bad happens. For my WTR scale, I gave it all a great. Overall for the show, I gave it a great. There was really nothing wrong, other than I still don't understand what's going on with the Gun Club and Acclaimed. If they just stop doing certain things, I think I might like it, but I don't know. Me personally, not for me. Segment of the night goes to Sky demanding the TNT title back. I loved that. The match of the night, the main event, they killed it. But my performer of the night goes to Shawn Spears. He has been doing this work for MJF to face Wardlow. I love it. It's been amazing. But that is all for this episode of Walking the Ropes Wrestling Review. Thank you all for dropping in. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notifications whenever we upload a video. And I'll see you in the next one.